Hello and welcome back to the Ramblecast. I'm Joshua Hocking.
I'm Steve Anderson.
Wow, that was a massive delay. So what are we speaking about today, Steve Anderson?
Well, there are lots of things we could speak about today. I've got lots of juicy, interesting news topics. Would you like me to start discussing them?
Yeah, sure. Just pick one at random.
Oh yes, in Russia, right, there have been gay protests, and I think it was just yesterday or the day before that police intervened and basically they started hurting people, and there were some injuries, and yeah, it's pretty awful stuff.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're not prepared for hardcore.
Yeah, they're not hardcore enough.
That was such a bad joke. Remind me never to make jokes again.
Okay, please never make jokes again.
Oh, okay. What exactly? There's not much really to discuss on that, is there?
Well, apart from the fact that it's obviously a terrible thing, and that thank God we live in a country where it's probably less likely that something like this would happen, although it's still plausible. I mean, I like to think that we're a bit more open to gay rights than Russia. I mean, we haven't had a problem like this over here in a while, I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, we have people who are like really homophobic over here, but not like the police.
Yeah. Because doing that is like illegal, isn't it? Like,
I'm sure to be honest, they may not have even really contravened any, laws or regulations, but it's more a moral. It's more something that they're doing that is morally wrong rather than judicially wrong. Is that how you say it? Judicially?
Hey, Steve. You remember how I'm not good with these kinds of things? I don't think I'm the person you should be asking.
I know, but I just see that's the one thing I hate is when I say stuff incorrectly. I want to always say stuff as correctly as humanly possible.
Well, you're the grammar Nazi.
And I hate when I make mistakes.
So I wouldn't know.
Anyway, so that's that. Oh, this is an amazing news story, right? There's a woman in America. And I shouldn't have said it was in America. I should have made you guess where this was. Because honestly, if this was to happen anywhere, like, fuck, it would be America. You might be a bit confused, but just, you'll understand why this would only probably happen in America once we get to the end of the story. Anyway, so there's this woman, right? And she's married to this man. They're relatively newlyweds.
Okay.
Relatively, I think they've probably been married for maybe less than a year, and she wants to divorce him because she doesn't feel the marriage is going well, and things are going pretty horribly, but she doesn't want to upset him by divorcing him. So what does she do?
What?
Get this right. Well, guess. What do you think she does?
Kills him?
Yeah, pretty much. She gets a hitman. She hires a hitman to kill him.
Wow. To the extreme.
Now, this isn't the weirdest part of the story. Yeah, this isn't even the weirdest part though, because when the court hearing happened, the husband pleaded for her innocence.
What? But she was trying to kill him!
I know, it's the most crazy thing. It's like, it's really weird. Obviously, she doesn't love him. Maybe he's like infatuated by her or something, and that's why he sort of felt the need to plead for her freedom.
Maybe he's like stalker material, and that she hates him so much
not really.
and tries to get away
married.
from. Well, that's what you know. We don't have all the information, do we? he might be really attached to her, and he actually
No,
she
but I
tried
have the
to
video,
break up
and
with
you
her.
should see the video.
There's a video. Yeah, well,
Yeah, there's
I
a
can't
video
watch
of
it
her
right now.
talking to the hitman.
We'll
Yeah,
just put
well, I
that
can
in the.
explain it to you. Really, it's just
We can put it in the link.
it's the weirdest video you will ever see. Like, she's talking to the. Oh yeah, sorry. I should probably also say that when she talked to the she thought she was talking to the hitman, but what had actually happened was the police had found out about it, and so it was actually a policeman undercover, and that's how they actually caught her.
Oh, this reminds me of a story about this woman's daughter's boyfriend, which is like a famous tennis player or something, had an affair with his girlfriend's mother, which is, you know, right? And when he wanted to call that off,
What?
do you understand what I'm saying right now, Steve?
Yeah, it's just that's weird.
Just listen to what
It's like,
I'm
why
saying.
would-
Just listen to what I'm saying. I need to finish.
It's weird though, isn't it?
I just want to finish the story. Right, he wanted to call it off with his, with the mother, not the girlfriend, right? And, what happened was that her daughter ended up finding out about all of it, and the whole shit went to bricks, right? She didn't want to speak to her mother or, her boyfriend ever again for a while, and then later down the track, her mother got so depressed and angry at this guy for having an affair with her when she's her own decision, you know, it's her own decision to go and be with the guy that was with her daughter, and she ends up putting a hit man onto this guy, right? But these two hitmen, instead of taking out the guy, they went to the police, told them about it, organized the fake hit, and saying that, and they faked his death, and then she went to go and give the money to the guys, and they caught her.
Oh wow. Okay. You know what the one problem I have with the story is though is why would the tennis player leave his girlfriend for her own mum? Like, surely that's a step down, not a step up. You know what I mean?
Steve, he didn't want to leave his girlfriend for his mother. I didn't say that.
Well, what did you say? I thought you said he left.
I
his
said
girlfriend
he
for his
wanted
mum.
to stop the affair with her mother. Wanted to stop the affair.
Oh, I thought you meant he was in the affair with her.
He was in
Oh,
the
right,
affair.
yeah.
He was
Okay,
in
I
the
get it.
affair. He was the affair, but he didn't want to continue it.
What?
Look, he
Oh,
was
right,
having
okay.
sex with his girlfriend's mother. That's it, right? He wanted to stop having sex with his girlfriend's mother and continue going out with the daughter. His mother didn't like that. The daughter found out, and things went to shit. And then she ordered a hit on him. It's like that.
So, yes, asylum seekers. Well, Kevin Rudd, our new Prime Minister, who's also our old Prime Minister, has now said that he doesn't want any people coming to the country. And if you are going to be coming to the country, you're going to be going to Papua New Guinea instead.
I think you've got it wrong, Steve. You're saying he doesn't want anyone coming. So no one's allowed to visit Australia, and if you're visiting Australia, you're going to Papua New Guinea! That's what you sound
Well,
like.
I mean, you're allowed to be... No, as long as you're you can visit here or come here as long as you are Australian.
No,
and not
Steve.
an immigrant.
Steve,
though
no, it's
actually all Australians are immigrants.
No, it's like this. No one is
Part of
allowed
the
to...
Aboriginals.
No, it's like this. No one is allowed to come to Australia.
Even they are immigrants actually, because they came from Africa originally.
Listen
So
to-
actually we're all immigrants.
Listen, Steve, please. I was actually talking and you interrupted me that time.
Yeah, go on. Go
Okay, as I was saying, on the radio it says it. Now I'm trying to remember what I'm saying because you interrupted me. Thanks, Steve. Visa, that's right. On the radio it says anyone without a visa will be sent to Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's what I meant. If you don't have a visa, you'll go there, and otherwise you'll just be sent back, I guess. I want to know though, Josh. What's your view on asylum seekers, people coming to the country, and people coming to the country potentially illegally? And do you think it should be patrolled to the level that it is?
I reckon if we just let them flow straight into the country, that would kill us all.
Why do you think that?
Because...
Oh, you mean because there would just be a huge population?
No, seriously, if you
Or do
open
you mean
that...
they literally would kill us?
No, what I mean is, if you let the boats start coming in legally, just let them in, you're opening the floodgates, everyone will start hearing about this open policy, not just the people who are originally coming and say, oh, there's an open policy here, we're just gonna all flood to Australia. Boom! Australia's flooded with people start killing each other because there's not much space, there's war, and then we become a third world country.
True, although, to be honest, I mean, not everyone would start coming to Australia. Obviously, if we had no immigration policy, there'd be tons of people here, but there'd still be heaps of other people in other places. I mean, people in Europe wouldn't all be coming over here.
Listen,
well
Steve. Listen, we'd still be economically screwed.
Yeah, we would be screwed.
And it would make us
But
third
there'd still
world.
be plenty of people. Yes, probably.
No, not
certainly
probably.
fuck us
It
up,
will
and-
certainly make us third world. We're already going down the shitter as it is. So many businesses are going out of freaking business because of China.
Well, businesses, I mean, that's a different thing. I mean, no businesses can really set themselves up here anymore because we have so many big corporations over here in Australia, it's just impossible.
Yeah, but the problem is that none of them are Australian companies.
Well, exactly. But what I'm saying is that we have so many big conglomerates now that no one can start small businesses. What I actually heard recently as well is that apparently in New Zealand it's really different, and that apparently in New Zealand heaps of small businesses absolutely thrive, which I actually never knew until recently.
Yeah, I actually knew about that. What their policy is completely reversed. You're not allowed to have big business. So there's so much competition there.
I love that. It's really interesting. I mean, it's better than the big businesses getting everything and fucking everyone else over.
Yeah, it's complete opposite.
It's complete polar opposite, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, I'm sure it has its benefits, but I would say it's better overall, better than
You said sure it has its benefits. That made it sound like you were just about to say something negative. I think you meant to say, I'm sure it has its downsides.
No, I said sure it has its benefits, but it would have its downsides as well.
That's not what you said, though.
And then I said overall, though, I would think it would be better than over here, where all the big businesses thrive.
No,
that's what I meant.
That's
I wasn't
what you
implying in
meant,
any way
but that's
that letting the small people.
That's what you meant, but that's not what you said.
Small businesses is good. That's my point.
Yes, I understand. I'm kind
good.
of shitting with you right now.
Yes. And yeah, no, but and that's why, yeah.
All right,
I think living in a place like New Zealand would be awesome.
All right,
because like there's over here, like no one can be farmers because they're all getting screwed over by the supermarkets. But over there, oh my god, it would be so different. The farmers would be like the frigging wealthy people.
Well, yeah, well, not necessarily, but there are farmers here, Steve.
Yeah, but I mean, the farmers must be getting screwed over here. Like seriously.
Oh, for sure.
I can't imagine
but that's
how
why I buy
they
from.
Couldn't be.
That's why I buy from fresh food markets. We don't buy from this big supermarkets anymore.
Well, you are one of very few people who are helping us pave the way towards a better future.
Yeah, there's a fresh food market around here. It's actually cheaper there and actually really good.
Oh, really? Well, if it's cheaper, then how do you know that the farmers aren't getting screwed over still?
Well, they're probably not getting screwed over because it comes direct from them.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's probably a good enough reason to... Yeah, that's probably a convincing enough reason to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, next topic. Royal baby good. Okay.
Yep, royal baby good. Good baby royal.
Apparently they're going to call it George.
Really?
Yeah.
That
What do you
name...
think it was going to be called? Ichibon Chichibu or something?
Actually, that is exactly what I thought it was going to be called, Steve. How did you...
And now, hail your king, Ichibon Chichitu the First.
Ichibon Chichichu? Oh,
He's going to be the king one day, you idiot. You can't have a stupid name like Ichibon Chichichu.
Okay, I guess I'll be more reasonable and call Piglet the Alfred Piglet. There we go.
Alfred Piglet the First.
Yep.
Because there's never going to be a fucking second of that, is there?
That's part of his name too.
Our first. What do they say when?
Say the whole thing out, Steve. Say the whole thing. Say that whole thing again out.
No, but what do they say at the coronation? Like,
I don't know.
All hail your king or something. They wouldn't say that.
All hail the Queen.
What the hell do they say? We haven't had one since like the 50s when Queen Elizabeth was.
Yeah, before we were born.
What do they say? Like, you are now queen, or all hail the queen, or bow down to your queen.
Usually,
or like
usually they say, the king is dead. All hail the king. Long live the king. Long live the king. That's it. The king is dead.
Long live.
The king is dead. Long live the
Josh.
king, which means basically
Josh.
good luck.
Long live the great and honourable King Ichirichichibu, because there's never going to be another person ever called that in monarchy the first.
We hereby... I stuffed up rare. I was going to say, like, we hereby say that, we're not allowed to... Oh, stuff it. Let's just continue with the talking, because I just...
Do you know why... Do you know what the name is that the royal family of England cannot... Sorry, let me start that question again. That's awful. Do you know the one name that the English monarchy cannot name their son or daughter, for that matter?
Nope.
There's one name, and it's Oliver.
Why?
Because, do you know who Oliver Cromwell was?
No.
He was a man from the English army, and he was a Puritan, and what he did was he basically took over from the English monarchy and said, fuck off, I'm in charge, and he made life basically horrible for everyone. There were these people who worshipped him, although not many people worshipped him. There were some though, and basically they hated everything, and they were just miserable, and
Wait,
it was pretty dumb.
Was he the one that said you're not allowed to have fun?
Yeah. His name was
Make...
Oliver Cromwell, and because of him, and because of his overrule of the English monarchy, he hasn't. You call anyone in the English monarchy
King Oliver, soon to be dead because he's not allowed to have the name Oliver. Yes. But that's a shame because Oliver's a good name.
It is a good name. Do you know about King Stephen?
No. Is it you from another life?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Wait. So you're not him from another life?
I'm not part of the English monarchy. No, unfortunately.
Oh.
King Stephen was not really the king. It was Queen Matilda, right? And she was crowned queen, but King Stephen, I think there was some sort of confusion over who was king, and so King Stephen and Queen Matilda fought over the throne for pretty much the entire time while Queen Matilda was queen. because there was never really there was nothing decided really which one of them was legitimately the king or queen. So they basically fought over the throne.
That's just what people do for power.
Yeah. There was another woman who, for some reason, was crowned the queen, but they found out that she wasn't meant to be queen or something. So she was actually only technically a queen for like 2 days or something.
Wow.
I forget what her name was.
That's such a that's such a fail. It's like this. Oh yes, I'm the queen. Thank you. There's been a mix-up in the office. I think we got the papers mixed up. You are actually not meant to be the queen. What? But I am the queen. I've had the whole thing and the whole ceremony and everything. No, I'm sorry. You're not actually the queen. We're going to have to. Sorry, it was Bob in the office. He got the notes mixed up, and you're not the queen.
Stupid old Bob. Fucking Bob, right? He got all his notes mixed up, and he thought you were the queen. Such a nonce. He'll be fired. He'll be beheaded. Actually, it's like I can't find who the queen was. That queen who was only queen for like a week or 2 days or something. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I think there was also a king who was like 3 years old when he was crowned king, because they couldn't, like, he was king, like he was the closest.
Yeah, I think there's
son of somebody.
Yeah, I think there's the I'm not quite sure about this. I hope people don't go angry or troll at me. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure there's a king in World of Warcraft where it's a little tiny kid. I think it's based off that.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what that king was called either, but yeah, his dad died in battle or something, and he was like 4 years old, and they were like, well, he's the closest descendant, we'll make him king.
Oh, he must have been such a dick when he became king.
Sire, what is it that you say we do? He's
Let's ride on horses! I want to ride on horses!
Horses for the king. Bring 1,000 hobby horses to the palace immediately. Get all the smiths in the land to make horses.
I say we release all the dogs on the city.
Good idea.
You do know what that means? Off with his head! He questioned me.
I can't remember.
Are you a Republican?
No.
So you're pro monarchy.
I'm not really pro or anti-monarchy. I'm sort of like, yeah, if people like it, and it doesn't sort of. Actually, I'm probably a little anti-monarchy. If we could get rid of it, I'd probably say yeah. It's probably about time to get rid of it. I mean, it's such an old, dated kind of idea, monarchy.
Yeah, well,
really.
I was talking about it with my mum, and she got so angry with me. I just said, I don't really like monarchy. She got so bloody angry at me.
Yeah.
Oh, the monarchy's this and it's our heritage. I didn't know my mum was such into monarchy.
Well, we have politics now. You know, we have politicians who run our countries far better than the kings or queens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the king. What are the queen? Honestly, answer me this. Honestly, how much does the queen do, like, to keep our country in order? I mean,
did you hear recently that she was like, I want the baby to be born before I go on holiday. I'm like, on holiday? Your holiday is your whole life.
That is true. I mean, she constantly just goes around the country waving to people. Like, so I guess you could kind of say she's always on holiday. I mean,
like, what kind of holiday are you going on? Just a holiday where you don't speak to people? Is that it? Is that your holiday?
Yeah, I want a holiday from all these holidays I've been having.
Oh god.
No, but monarchy had served a purpose long time ago, thousands of years ago. Oh no, sorry, not thousands, hundreds of years ago. Back when it was the best we had. But now that we have politicians and the president and prime minister, I mean, it's a bit redundant, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, that's been the Ramblecast, and we hope to see you next time. Please comment and leave constructive criticism, like, share, and favorite if you do like it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.